Hey guys, I just got done watching Wonder Woman 1984 for the second time a couple hours ago. And then I'm going to do a review on it. This review isn't going to be necessarily diving too much into the story, but there will be certain spoilers, such as James or anyone who haven't seen the movie yet, that still want to watch it, just click off the video. I appreciate you tuning in, but click off because I'm going to be diving into some of the problems I have with this movie, because there's definitely a few. Now, my buddy Logan actually said that he likes this movie a lot, and I don't know why. I didn't ask him really, but this movie, for me, is just kind of forgettable. A lot of people either hate it, and a lot of people either like it. And I am neither. I think there were a lot of good ideas in this movie that were executed really badly. Like Cheetah. Or, as she's called from most of the movie, Barbara Keene. I think she's a good character, but I don't think she works when she doesn't have the full attention. You start off the movie with this nice little action sequence about young Diana learning a lesson, and all that. And it was nice. That part of the movie was good. It was an 11-minute intro, though, so a little long. And then you dive into some other stuff. Diana, Wonder Woman, stops a mall heist thing and discovers this lost treasure, and Barbara Keene has to look over it and try to figure out what's in it and stuff, or what it's about. And she's a good-looking person, and they do this thing where, and it's been done several times before, where like she gets to wear glasses, and because she can't walk in high heels, she's not good-looking, disgusting, utterly forgettable, all that type of stuff, and really not true. And then Wonder Woman notices her, makes her feel a little bit happy, at least, I'm pretty sure. And then, because the stone is supposed to grant any wish you want, she asks to be like the Wonder Woman. And as soon as that happens, stuff gets messed up. And Max Lord meets her, and he wants it. I thought he was a great villain, too. But once again, I feel like he wasn't great, or not as great as he could be, because he was split up with Cheetah. It is the same problem I have with the Dark Knight movie. I know a lot of people love that movie. I know a lot of people say it's the best superhero ever, and all that crap. And I don't feel that way. I've had a lot of problems with Two-Face. I hate when they do that. I hate when they split up the villains. I guess it can be good for making a universe, but it just, I don't know, it just makes problems for me. Because not every character gets all the development. The main villain will get good development, and then the side one feels like a side piece, And that's a problem I have. I like characters to have the full focus. Like, if they made a Batman movie with Penguin and Joker, the movie's mostly going to be about Joker, and then 20%, maybe 30%, will be Penguin. And then that wouldn't be a good movie for me. And so, that's a problem I have, and the rich grants you anything, and Wonder Woman asks to, see Steve, and, because that was her one true love, and all of a sudden, man, they go to this party. Barbara is getting noticed and complimented because she wants to be like Wonder Woman, who is heavily noticed and complimented. And Max Lord gets a hold of the stone while they're there, and she finds out Steve is in another person's body, which makes no sense, because in the movie, there are multiple times you just see random things happening, and they could have just made his body, like it just came back. But instead they put him in someone else's body, and I don't get that at all. I thought that was pretty lame. I don't think he needed to be in this movie. I think this movie would have been much stronger without him. They just brought him in for some star power, and it really shows. And this movie is just really boring. Like, the first hour is so unbelievable boring. It's setting everything up, and so it's just really boring. And then the second hour has some decent action, and also got some ridiculous stuff. There's a chase scene with Wonder Woman and Max Lord. Barbara Keene starts to get more powerful, realizes he has superpowers now. And in the movie, Wonder Woman starts to lose her powers, and you can really see that she's having problems. And she gets shot. She actually was starting to bleed. She had a hard time doing the stuff she normally does. And then eventually, they figure out there's 2 rays. Oh wait, the reason why they have to chase Max Lord and all that isn't because he has the stone, but because he became the stone. Because the wish is, you get 1 wish, and then it does whatever you want, but it takes something in return. So he acts to become it. And so that's what happened. And he's going around, and he's making all these people's wishes happen, and things are getting crazier and crazier. And so they have to go after him. They fail, and then they meet back up, and with this one dude who, I forget his name, he's only in this movie for this, 3 minutes, and then that's it, so it doesn't really matter. But they meet in this place with Barbara, and they're talking about how to get rid of the stone. And they figure out that the only 2 ways is for everyone to renounce their wish, or for them to kill Max Lord, which Barbara's not okay with, but Diana is, because she doesn't want to lose Steve. So if they can keep their wishes, but kill the guy who started all this, then it's fine. But, so that's where the opposing sides of Barbara and Diana start. And so, there's that, and they go to the White House, because that's where Max Lord is. He just met with the president to get nukes. And, well, not for him to get nukes, but for the president to wish that he had nukes. And so that happened, and while that's happening, all of a sudden, Wonder Woman bashes in. She takes down a bunch of the guards. Steve's there for comedy, mostly. And then Barbara shows up, and she's like, I can't let you do this. I like all this power and stuff, and that's cool. But the action wasn't all that great in that scene. The action never really is great. Like, you think of great action, you think of Batman when he's trying to save Martha. Or you see Superman versus Zod. Well, that's a good battle. Wonder Woman versus Barbara Keene never really reaches there. And Max Lord can't fight at all. So, that's just kind of lame. Although I get why. And then, in the battle, once Wonder Woman loses her powers, pretty much mostly, she has to renounce her wish. And so she and Steve have the goodbye, and they have the goodbye, and then she leaves. She gets her powers back, and then she fights Cheetah, because she became an actual cheetah. Well, human cheetah thing. Doesn't make sense, but whatever. And that fight is okay. She had to get this armor that was in the trailer, and it was like heavily marketed in the trailers. Even the scene poster, like when you boot up the movie, this is the first thing you see. It's the poster, and it's in there for like 10 minutes, maybe less. So that's really lame. And I don't know, man. I just don't like this movie. I think it's bland and forgettable, and it has good ideas, but it never fully goes there. And I don't want to dive too deep. I know I already told a lot of spoilers, even though I said I wasn't going to try to, but I just had to get a lot of the problems I had with the movie over. Because the first Wonder Woman I really liked, even the third act, which people say they don't like, I didn't mind that part too much. But this movie is just really boring to me. I can't lie to you, the second time I was watching, there were certain parts I skipped because I just didn't want to be bothered with all of it. I didn't want to fall asleep and have to rewatch it again. So, I hope DC movies get better. There's some good ones out there, like Aquaman is great. I thought Shazam was great. The new Suicide Squad looks like it can be great, but there's no promise. But it's by James Gunn, who does Guardians of the Galaxy, which if you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy, he knows how to make the whole team dynamic without having their own solo movies work. So there's a lot of hope there. And, it's got some good star power in there. John Cena's in there. I think as Dredd, I think he's called. Something like that. And Harley Quinn's in there, obviously. Because she's female Deadpool, pretty much. So that's a movie I'm really looking forward to. I really hope it doesn't disappoint. And next week, I'm going to be doing the King Kong movie. And, King Kong movie from 2005, and that's Skull Island. This is the 3-hour one with Jack Black as the camera dude. But I'm going to be doing that movie, and then I'm going to do the game, hopefully, too. So you'll be getting the movie review probably Monday or Tuesday. And then you're going to get the game review probably today and next week. It's a game I grew up with, played it thousands times over, along with Sly Cooper. And the only reason you might not get it next week is if I'm too busy playing Sleeping Dogs, which is a game I just bought for $5 on the major sale, and I am quite literally obsessed with it. I think it's better than GTA, and it has interesting dynamics, and I might make a video on it. I don't know, but we'll see. Anyways, see you guys later.